Alright, well, here's the skimboard. It's been soaking for 2 days now, and it should be ready to put on the mold there with the vices and get the rocker into it. It rained last night pretty hard, so it got real nice and wet, all full of water. So we'll transfer that onto the another place where I'm gonna set it and put the clamps on it and get the rocker on it. So I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so here's the final setup, how I did it. I put the triangle piece down there to lift this up to get it so that it makes contact all the way around there. It doesn't put any creases in the nose. Here's the curvature of the rocker. You can see it there. I got a bunch of cement blocks up here for weight, being held down at the back, and clamped down in here as well, both sides. So that's how it's set up, and this will be left to set for 3 or 4 days until it's now perfectly dry, and then we'll start putting some rocker into the tail. So that's it for now. Until this is done, just all we have to do now is wait. So I've taken it off the clamps, and here's how it turned out. Here you can see the front rocker. And so now what I've got to do is repeat the same procedure on the tail here, only not as much. And we'll finish off the rocker, and then we can start sanding down the rails and getting it ready to be painted, and then fiberglass. So let's get going on that. So here it is with the tail end in the water. To get it waterlogged so we can put the rocker into the tail. And let this sit for a couple days, and we'll set it back up on the vise. So here's how I set it up, the final setup. I put a lot of blocks on it, get a lot of weight on top there, make sure it's got plenty of weight to get that rocker in there. I put this piece here in to save the rocker I had already put onto the nose, because I'm afraid that if I leave it down and clamped, I'll lose that rocker again. So I left that up with just some weight on it to make sure to maintain its shape. Put plenty of weight on the back here, holding on to that rocker all the way around. It's evenly placed as best as I could. And here's the rocker you can see from it. And we'll leave that out for a couple days and check on it and see if we're got enough rocker on it in order to start sanding and painting. Okay, I've taken the skimboard out of the water. I checked out the rocker on it. It looks good. Let's see if you can see that there. It's got a good amount of rocker. Nose. And it's probably easier if I put it down here to see. But there you can see the amount of rocker in the tail and the amount in the nose. So that should be enough. Also, I filled in any cracks with some putty and sanded it down, especially on the rails because you don't want it to suck up a whole lot of resin needlessly. So there's the and they're real sanded real smooth. And again, if we turn the board around, get back on the stand here. Okay, here, I don't know if you could tell, see if we can do it this way. This is a hard rail. This is a very sharp edge. Up until where the rocker starts right here. And then here, it starts to smooth, round out, becoming more and more rounded until the nose, which is very round. As I said before, I do that so that hopefully it'll be able to go up the waves, any short break waves, without getting sunk underneath the water. It'll go over the water. I did the same thing on the back here, starting from the wing with the putty on it. It's a little slightly rounded, and completely rounded here in the back. Okay, now I've got it set up here for the fiberglass lamination later. Next step will be to paint the top at least, and then we'll be ready to do the lamination. So that's it for now. I'll get back when I start after the painting, show you how it's been painted, and I'll completely film the lamination part, the fiberglassing. Okay, well, we've got some wind out today, so I couldn't film me painting it, but there's no science to this. You just put down some base coats. I'm going to attempt to do some soap painting on the top of this board, and so I just put down some base colors, as you can see here. Here's the paints, and after this dries tomorrow, I'll see about putting the top coat. I'm going to make an attempt to use white as a top coat instead of black, which is what they normally use, and hopefully it'll work and it'll have good cover. We'll find out tomorrow. So all that's left to do now is wait for this to dry, and tomorrow we continue. Okay, so I left it to dry overnight, and I've taped off the edges, and I covered up some spots where I'm going to put a couple logos in there for my daughter. And I've got the dish soap out ready, and I'm preparing the spray paint now, and I'm going to give this a try and see if it works with the white, because every time I've seen it done, it's always been done with black instead of white to have full coverage. So I'm hoping this white will cover the whole thing. So let me shake this up, get it ready, put a little soap on, and we'll start doing the painting. Okay, so I just went over it a couple more times with the white paint, and I used up the whole can. So I'm hoping that's enough. That's all I had. And now I just have to wait for it to dry, and I guess in a few hours we'll wash off the soap and see how we did. Hopefully it came out good. Okay, now we just gotta wait. Okay, now we wash it off with the hose and pray it works.
On fire and no one could save me but you. It's strange what desire will make foolish people do. And I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you. And I never dreamed that I'd be somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you. With you. What a wicked game you play to make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do, to let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say. Never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do, to make me dream of you. And I wanna fall in love. Now I don't wanna fall in love with you. The world was on fire and no one could save me but you.
Okay, and that's how it turned out. Now straight up, and we can start doing the glass job on it.